is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Hello, welcome. This is a SJPorr review. I'm based in the UK and Europe, and this is the first stage. I'm going to be reviewing this beer today. It's 26X-74F-77X. It's called Kraken. There we are. Just for people who don't know what a Kraken is, I've just looked at Wikipedia for you to tell you what it is. And a Kraken is a traditional Scottish dessert. In modern times, it's usually made from a mixture of whipped cream, whiskey, honey, and fresh raspberries, with toasted oatmeal soaked overnight and a little bit of whiskey. Sounds very interesting. Well, I've been to Scotland much, but I can't say I've ever tasted anything like that. It looks a little bit like an Eton mess, if you've ever had that, but it's very interesting. Okay, this beer style is it's a 60 shillings. Yes, they had different styles of beers based on how much they cost. So they would have had a lower priced beer which really didn't stick as much grain and as much hops in, which would have been this, and then a higher priced beer which maybe 90 shillings, or I don't know, can't imagine how high they went. There was something like 60, 70 or 80 shillings. So if you fancied, obviously it might have been based on a class or something, so all the workmen would have drank the 60 shilling, and all the rich how-to-dos would have drank all the 80 shillings. There we are. Okay, so there's quite a lot. I mean, this is obviously a Scottish style. I can't say I drink much Scottish styles, but from a quick glance at the judging guidelines, the first thing they all start with is a kind of very malt-focused, butterscotchy flavour, which would be nice, kind of malts, butterscotchy dessert type of idea. So let's have a quick look at else. Normally copper pale in appearance, but the flavours, they say here, the flavour is entirely malt focused, with flavours ranging from pale bready malt with caramel overtones to rich toasty malt with roasted accents. There we are. I don't think hopefully I'll get all that, but no. Okay, let's get this beer cracked open and have a look and see what it looks like. I'll quickly read the description as well. This beer is a Scottish or light, made with toasted oats. It has been aged in a whiskey barrel with raspberries, and a touch of lactose has been added to give it a creamy note. This does sound interesting. Let's crack it open and have a go. I'm getting really confused as I'm looking at the picture. I think I've got to do it around that way. Looks right. Let's open this way up. Okay, carbonation wise, it's about, didn't really give a major here, so there's not much smoke on that, but it's been barrel aged, so I'm not expecting a major amount of much going on there. Okay, so we seem to have a bit of carbonation there. Let's give it a bit of a shake and see if we can get the head to come up a bit more. It's being a tricky one. Okay. So the head's, there's quite big bubbles now. It's not as foamy. I might try a bit later on to see if we can get some of this head to come up a bit more, but getting a little bit of lacing on the side of the glass. So I smell. We'll see. Yeah, that's also the top is quite it's quite white and light coloured. Well, getting there. I can smell the whiskey. Definitely smell the whiskey there. Can't smell any raspberries or anything. But it's definitely been barrel aged, and it's definitely coming through. Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting perhaps the oaky and the whiskey flavours coming up from on the nose. Go for a taste. Wow, I can taste the raspberries. Raspberries. Bitterness wise, I can it's just about perceptible. I'm trying to see if I can get the lactose. I can taste the lactose just just a little bit creamy in the back of my mouth, but I don't know whether I'm expecting to have the full pudding treatment or just a kind of a hint of that. So I'm not getting the amount of lactose you would do if you were to taste a milk stout or something like that. It's a bit more subtle than that. Let me have a think. Put some notes down. I'll come back to you in a second. Hi, welcome back. Okay, I've had a good taste of this beer. Some final thoughts. I don't know whether it's a Scottish Light. I'm not sure. I'm not. What I'm thinking it reminds me a lot of is a lambic. I'm not a big sour beer drinker, but this would make an excellent lambic. I think it's really hitting the style. Smelling it again, I'm smelling the raspberry. I'm not 100% sure of the whiskey or the oak flavouring, but I think that is actually adding to the raspberry flavour. Body wise, it's as I said, it's about medium to low body. Tastes quite dry, but that was obviously backed up very well with the raspberry. I think it's all good, that is. So yeah, I rate this beer very highly. It's an excellent beer. I'm not getting any very malt forward flavours on it, and that's what makes me think it does not actually come into a kind of 60 shilling category. But that said, it's also the raspberry and the flavour. It's really good. It's a great beer. So I'll stick my scores down now. I forgot to mention my last beer, but is it a session beer? For me, I wouldn't drink sours. I'm very sorry, but I think if you're a sour drinker, do sour drinkers drink sours as session ale? Well, do they drink fruity beer as a session ale? I don't. I wouldn't drink a fruity beer as a session ale. I'd be more. I propose my beers are kind of maybe mild or a bitter or something like that. maybe not a session ale for me, but that said, this is a great beer, and I'll put it down as one. Well done.